Alright guys, my last video, I said that the season was over for the Dallas Cowboys. I think I might have spoke a little soon. And I don't admit my mistakes very often. And I'm not saying it was a mistake. I'm saying I might have spoken a little soon out of frustration. Although I still think this is going to be very tough. The door is open. It's still there. And we're still alive. But at 6-6, after beating Philadelphia today, 38-33, it's still going to be very tough. And next week we have to play in Cincinnati, a team that's hot right now. They're playing very well. Good young, solid quarterback in Andy Dalton, and they've got some weapons on offense, and they're going to be able to really challenge us. And this is a game that we've not had one of these games. We've had potential chances to have one of these games, but we need a game that we can look back on this. If we want to make the playoffs, that is, we need to have that game where we can say, okay, there's our key victory. This was that game that, man, okay, they won this game. This makes us an actual, legitimate contender for the playoffs. And this is what we need to show against Cincinnati. This is the perfect team to show it against. A young quarterback, a defense that has some weak corners, has some guys that struggle. Their defense isn't great. So we need to play well. And today against Philadelphia, I didn't see a whole lot that I wanted to see out of the team. But I did see two things, very important things. And I've been seeing this over the past few weeks with one guy, Dez Bryant. He is growing up, and I said it in my last video, right in front of our eyes. And this is such a positive thing for me because Dez Bryant's a guy I really like. I know he's a good guy, and I mean, deep down, he's a good guy. He's had a rough life. He's had to overcome so many hard, things, and he's really, really a good guy, and he's a great player, as you guys know. And we're starting to see things come together for him. And I just hope he can keep it together. And if he does, guys, this is huge because it gives us options. I mean, it helps us out a little bit there. And the other thing is, Tony Romo played extremely well today. And it's the best game he's played all season, no doubt. Every throw was right on the money. He did a great job escaping pressure when the offensive line struggled. And the reason why Romo had such a great game is because we were able to run the football. And if we're able to run the football, Tony can make plays, guys, but it's almost impossible for a quarterback to make plays without an offensive line and without a run game. So Tony's going to have to get that running game going. We're going to have that for Tony's sake because Tony can make plays if he has a run game, guys. If we're not depending on him to do everything, he can really be a great quarterback. And that's why people are so hard on Tony because they don't pay attention to all the other things leading up to why he's struggling. It's because we haven't had a run game and our offensive line struggled. So that's our positive thing. We ran the ball pretty well today, which is not saying much because Philly's not very good. But Romo played well, and that is something to really go off of. Only throwing, 4 incompletions, I believe. That's solid. Throwing for 300 yards and a couple touchdowns, it's a big deal. Miles Austin played well. The offense clicked. It looks pretty good, especially in the second half. The defense, though, on the other hand, the defense didn't play well. Not at all, actually. I wasn't impressed. I was impressed with one play, the fumble, but again, this is Philly, and it was a younger back, so we'll see how things go. I mean, our defense without Lee and Carter is going to be tough, but again, Cincinnati doesn't have a great defense, so if we can score points, our defense can make a few plays, we can win this game. I mean, this is a team we can beat. Pittsburgh's a team we can beat, and I mean, every game we have for the remainder of the season, we can beat these teams if we play well, but we have to play well. That's what we have to do, and that's been a problem for the Cowboys. They've been getting in their own way and shooting themselves in the foot. So we just got to see how we do, guys. But I'm not getting my hopes up anymore. I'm done with that. I'm sure if they win 2 in a row, beat Cincinnati, I might start getting some hopes up. But, we're still in a pretty big hole because, especially since Seattle won today, that keeps them up on us by a game. And their schedule's looking pretty good for them. And besides that, though, everybody else in the wild card race pretty much lost today. And we've got a shot. The shot's there. I mean, I've said it all along. It's just that we can't get out of our own way, and I think that's going to be the problem. And it'll be interesting, guys. So keep up with it. I just wouldn't get your hopes up too high because I still think this season's most likely over. But who knows? Something could happen. We could get hot. All right, guys, go Cowboys, and I'll talk to you guys next week. See you later.